the last Smackdown brand-only pay-per-view was pretty damn fantastic, I think you'll agree. But what about this one? What about the second one? Was No Mercy any good? Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this, another episode of 10 Years Ago, your favourite series, and of course mine. Tonight, as you can tell by the title, we're going to be looking at WWE No Mercy 2003. As I said a moment ago, the second ever Smackdown only brand pay-per-view. So, before we get on with it, there's a couple of little things before we go on. That are, Road Warrior Hawk unfortunately passed away of a heart attack on October the 18th, 2003. Hard to believe that it's been 10 years. Even scarier, or even more hard to believe, is that on October the 12th, 2003, I attended a WWE house show over here at the MEN Arena in Manchester. In my opinion, one of the best wrestling shows I've ever seen. Ultimo Dragon and Rey Mysterio teaming up, for example. The best part about it was the main event. The main event was Kurt Angle and The Undertaker versus John Cena and Brock Lesnar. In my opinion, one of the best matches I've ever seen. Not because it was a great wrestling match, not because it was full of spectacular near falls or anything like that, and it was. What made it so much fun and so enjoyable was the fact that all four men broke character and all four men just completely dicked around and made us all laugh. It was very, very entertaining. So, it's October the 19th, 2003. 8,500 fans on hand at the First Mariner Arena in Baltimore, Maryland. Now, this is an interesting arena. It's got a long history of wrestling in this venue. I'm sure you don't care, but hear me out, as it's hosted a staggering 8 Great American Bash events. Hosted the Super Bowl 95 from WCW. Over in the WF, it was the venue that Billy Graham defeated Bruno Sammartino to win the WWF Championship back in 1977, was the site of the 1994 King of the Ring. And in later years, after this show, we've got No Way Out 2006 and Backlash 2008 will also be held in this venue. Don't you give a shit? No, you don't, do you? So in the on Heat, Billy Kidman defeated Shannon Moore, which is nice. And, First Mariner are a bank, if anyone's interested. Why did you say First Mariner Arena? What the fuck does that mean? So, should we get on with the actual pay-per-view, shall we? Because I've waffled for far too long, just like I always do. So, Tajiri defeating Rey Mysterio in a really good opener to retain the Cruiserweight Championship. So, Tajiri had won the Cruiserweight Championship from Rey on the 25th of September episode of Smackdown by using the red mist. Then, 2 weeks later, he displayed the dreaded black mist of death into the face of Nidia, supposedly blinding her. She hasn't been seen since. And what's crazy is that this happened in September, yeah? The payoff for this will be at No Way Out next year. They actually dragged this one out for 6 months, believe it or not. So, Rey works the leg in the early going, which is good. No better way to neutralise Tajiri than to stop those bloody deadly kicks. Rey gets a nice crossbody to the outside. Tajiri comes back and works the arm, which the announcers say, if he works the arm, it means that he can't do the 619. And it's one of those... Yeah, that makes perfect sense, actually. If his arm is fucked, he can't grab the ropes to do a 619. Alright, I'll go with that one. Let's roll with that one. Why the fuck not? Both men sell brilliantly. Nice little touches from both. For example, Rey Mysterio goes up top, Tajiri stops and then takes a second to try and get some feeling back into the leg before going on the offense. You guys know that's the type of stuff that I absolutely fucking adore. Touches like that make me so happy. The following tornado DDT by Rey almost makes me smile. Rey sells the arm after a run off the apron. Guess what the problem is with this match? Go on, have a guess, because if you've watched any of my videos, you'll know that this series is one thing only. If there's technical wrestling going down, crowd aren't interested, and that is exactly what I think here. 619, yeah? With one arm! Fucking brilliant. You can't get wrong with that. West Coast Pop is counted into a wicked powerbomb for 2. Beautiful moonsault gets 2. Beautiful moonsault press gets 2 for Rey. 619, a West Coast Pop. The crowd go fucking nuts for that one, having been pretty quiet all match. But don't get the job done, as some fans try and get in the ring. Big kick to the head gets the win. Turns out the fans aren't fans at all. We'll find out in the weeks to come that they're Jimmy Yang and Ryan Sakota. One of the two! And, Tajiri's going to have his own little stable for a while of 3 pissed off, angry Japanese guys. Happy days. This was a genuinely good match. Not only was it your classic WWE Cruiserweight match, there's enough flipping in there. It's October, how can I be hot? How's that even possible? I'm just so damn animated. Huh. But yeah, great psychology from both men. Genuinely brilliant. Matches like this, I love. 3.5 stars, genuinely. In the back, Vince McMahon talks to Josh Matthews about how he regrets having to face Steph, which is nice. And then Chris Benoit defeating the A-Train in a good match. And yes, I know A-Train and good match in the same sentence don't make a lot of sense, but trust me, hear me out there. So, A-Train works the neck. Psychology, baby! Hits a really nice face buster where he butterflied the arms and dropped him down face first on his knees. Looks like he busted his lip open in this one. Taz's commentary in this match is fucking awful, truly poor. When A-Train hits a German suplex, he starts trying to figure out high up in the air Benoit was, yeah, in inches. And you just start going, who cares? Why are you even trying to figure that out? Why would you care? Aside from a snap DDT, it's all A-Train. Benoit selling like an absolute champ, trying his absolute best to make A-Train look like a star. But then there's a truly sickening moment, yeah, as A-Train brings a chair into the ring and looks like he's going to press slam Benoit up into the air, yeah, but he loses grip of him and Benoit comes down on the top of his head. And that, folks, is hard to watch. And A-Train, it looks like all his confidence just evaporates in that moment, to the point where you hear him quite clearly ask if Benoit's alright. And it just feels like from that moment in, all his confidence is just wrecked because he thought, shit, I've just injured my friend, sort of thing, you know. You hear A-Train say, "Are you okay?" Benoit replies by hitting him with a crossface and then 2 German suplexes. In a weird moment, this is really strange actually. A-Train goes up top, and then when he's at the top, he goes, "Meh, fuck it," and gets back down again. It's almost like, do you remember on No Mercy or any other wrestling game, to escape from someone, you could go up to the top, yeah, but then you get straight down again, so you're not doing a flipping move or anything. It's kind of like that. I say that, I've been playing a fuckload of No Mercy recently. A fuckload, no, the XWF, whatever, that's what it's called. What was it? The IWF. The IWF isn't coming back at the moment. It might. I'm just, but I'm playing a lot of No Mercy. It's a great avoiding tactic. If someone's hulking up, just bugger off up top, hit a taunt, come back down again, get a bit of free attitude. It's almost like he was doing that, But he hits a derailer down, he gets 2, dragon screw and a sharpshooter to get the win for Benoit. I enjoyed it up into the botch. Train seemed to lose a lot of confidence after that. And it's an interesting one. Yeah, it's because Benoit basically got completely owned, but it was he got the win. He was trying his absolute best to make A-Train look like a star. In the back, Heidenreich is beating up Shannon Moore because he's thrown his wrist tape away. And then we get some shit. We do. Zach Gowen defeating Matt Hardy in a match. Matt's facts are that Matt cannot be grossed out and that he survived 5 car wrecks. Whoop-de fucking do. Usual flips from Gowen. Looks okay, especially to the outside. He does hit a nice bulldog as well. Hardy with vertical suplex and a surfboard. He puts Zach up top, and it looks like he can hit a super belly back suplex. Zach blocks him off and hits a moonsault to win. Zach's last pay-per-view effort and his second to last WWE TV appearance, as he lost to Tajiri on Smackdown a week later, and then was never seen again, being released in February 2004. See you, Zach. Crowd liked it, but I didn't. How's that sound? 1 star. In the back, Linda is worried about Steph and pleads with Vince to change his mind. He won't, but, get this, yeah? He makes it so that Vince, can only win via submission, whereas Steph can win by pinfall or submission. Oh, and the match is now no holds barred. Yeah, what a bastard. So, just nice. Give me a second. I'm going to have some fake Vimto. Really warm today, really strange. Sun's blazing, really well. So, the Basham brothers defeating the APA in a rubbish match. The Basham brothers are Doug Basham and Damaja in OVW. They've been feuding for ages and been having a really good feud by the reading about it in Power Slam and all that. I've been having such a good feud. Put them together on SmackDown. Why not? Oh, and just make it that little bit better, how about we throw in Linda Miles, who'd won Tough Enough in 2002, didn't she? Make a Shaniqua. She's a dominatrix. Yay. She's not in this match. She's been taken out on SmackDown by Bradshaw with a clothesline from hell. What I'm basically meant to gather is that she's a dominatrix and the Basham brothers are her bitches. And how that makes me want to boo you, I don't understand. See, unlike Spinnernet, I'm quite an open-minded guy sexually. I'm not going to go too much into that, but basically it takes a lot to faze me. And, the idea of some guys doing a bit of bondage doesn't bother me in the slightest. I'm sure Spinnernet would do a vid about it complaining But, you know, whatever. What should we say about this match? No time for the APA, as you all know. And this match is another classic example. If you've ever wanted an example of it, here it is. The APA pop icon. APA always get a good reaction when they come out. Every time. Dun, 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 dun. And, you know, you see them when they come out and they're wearing T-shirts that say always pounding ass on them. And you just go, that's not getting the slightest, is it? Always pounding ass. Jesus Christ. It doesn't even mean that. Acolyte Protection Agency doesn't the APA stand for. Always pounding ass sounds really bad. I mean, really bad, doesn't it? oh, shit. Yeah, so anyway, the match comes, they come out, APA, yay, fucking APA, love pounding ass, me. And then match plays to utter silence for the rest of the time. From bell to bell, it's silence. I mean, Farouk plays Pace in Peril. He gets a spine buster, gets a warm tag to Bradshaw, because you can't describe it as a hot tag, can you? He destroys, referee gets bumped, Shaniqua comes out, hits Bradshaw with a nightstick, hits whack with a Bradshaw, why not? Hits whack with a Bradshaw, and then, that doesn't even make sense, does it? Hit whack with a Bradshaw, hit Bradshaw with a whack, that doesn't make, no. Hits Bradshaw with a nightstick so Doug can get a leg line, whatever that's called, I can't remember what it was now. I only watched this a couple of days ago. For the win, crappy crap, half star if you're feeling very nice, but yeah, this one was genuinely heading towards dud territory. In the back, Shaniqua reveals that her breasts have swollen up because of the clothesline from hell on SmackDown, and the Basham brothers are really happy about this fact. Hey, right, can we get on something good again? Because you're not going to believe this one. Remember what I said at the end of the last show? The end of the last episode, 10 years ago, Unforgiven, I said how I was dreading watching Vince versus Steph, yeah? The following statement, following sentence may sound a bit of a shock, okay? Vince McMahon defeating Stephanie McMahon in a great I Quit match. Seriously, guys, this is a great match. This one came about after Vince had found out that Stephanie had booked tonight's main event, the biker chain match between Undertaker and Brock Lesnar. He tried to get her to resign. She refused, so he booked him in an I Quit match. As we heard earlier on, Vince can only win by submission, Steph can win by pinfall and submission. And this, ladies and gentlemen, excuse me, is the main event. Fuck what happens in the actual main event. This, excuse me, in the build-up package to this show, yeah, this was the focus, and it was great. Trust me, don't get me wrong on that one. Loads of pictures of Vince with Steph, you know, as a little girl and all that. Really good. So obviously, this is the focus of the whole promotion at the moment, Vince versus Steph. And basically, you know, if it's an I Quit match, if Steph loses, she's got to resign or she's gone from the GM. Nice and simple, nice and simple. So, and so, before I go on, can I just say that the reason, if you look down below, you'll see what the buy rate was for this show. The reason why it's so low is because this was promoted as the main event. And while as what you'll hear in a second may counteract that point, no one paid to see this pay-per-view for this match. But, in Maryland, the crowd are fucking loving this one. They go batshit crazy for every single thing that happens in this match, and it makes it a great match because of that. When Linda, who is in Stephanie McMahon's corner, chases Sable, who of course is in Vince's corner, round the ring, they chant asshole at Vince very, very loudly. The look on his face when he has Steph in a half crab, for example, is brilliant. And to be honest, Steph selling in this match is perfect. Writhing in pain, desperately trying to get to the ropes, then holding the knee after Vince releases the whole happy days. Sable gets a lead pipe, Linda trips her on the apron to a big pop. Even more so when she slaps Vince, and hell, even more so. My God, the place are going absolutely fucking nuts. When Steph gets that same lead pipe and hits a low blow on Vince, the place honestly goes mental. Steph unloads with the place with the pipe 4 times as the crowd go mental for each one. Holy shit, I'm loving this because it's great storytelling from these two. Vince is bumped into Sable. Steph hits a bulldog for a mega close near fall that you think you get suckered into. That this is the finish. Oh my God. But then Vince has had enough and chokes Stephanie, first with the fist, then with the lead pipe. Linda McMahon can't take it, throws the towel in 9 minutes into the match. Honestly, guys, if you're thinking, Mark, shut up, you were saying you were dreading this one, or I've heard shit about this one, or Vince versus Steph is a good match, really? Please go and watch it before you comment. In fact, I challenge every single one of you watching this right now. There's a link to this match in the description below, yeah. Pause this vid, go and watch that match, then come back to me and tell me what you thought of it. Because trust me, you will like that match. You will enjoy it. If you get good storytelling especially, you will fucking love it. It's as a match, right, let me tell you this, right, as an actual wrestling match, it's not very good, right, but as storytelling and crowd reaction just make it into something that's really special. Really, really special. I was dreading it, honestly, but I loved it. Paul Heyman will become the new general manager of SmackDown. Stephanie will not be seen on WWE television again for a long, long time. Now, let's keep up the good shit, shall we? It's Kurt Angle defeating John Cena in a good match. Cena wants Angle to respect him. Nice and simple. That is literally the premise for this match. This match is less than 1 month away from John Cena turning babyface, and it's really quite noticeable. The crowd, they do something that I wasn't expecting. In the early goings of this match, we get a dueling "Let's go Cena, let's go Angle" chant. You know, that's quite amazing. Angle misses a charge in the early going and goes shoulders first into the ring post as Cena goes to work on the shoulder. All good. I mean, he hits a nice spinning back suplex, front face block, spine buster, all good, yeah? Angle sells none of it. Nothing at all. Fuck you, John Cena. I ain't selling balls for you. Cena comes off the top. Angle drop kicks him on the way down into his left leg. Cena sells the leg for all of 10 seconds and then they got on with the match. Jesus Christ. There's a great spot, really good spot, where Kurt teases doing a German suplex off the apron. Yeah? Cena's able to counter it into an absolutely beautiful DDT on the apron. Wow, that's nice. Also, I'd forgotten what a nice looking move the throwback is. Really a back and forth match. But this was the thing. The lack of selling in this one really hurts it, especially when the finish comes along. Because, I mean, they do the various, you know, the angle slam is counted into the FU, it's counted into the ankle lock for the win. But the thing is, it's one of those times, it's like a Ric Flair match where he wins with the figure four having done nothing at all on the leg. Angle had done one move on that leg to injure it. One. Actually, well, two. Let's talk about two. Because I'd got an ankle lock on. About 3/4 way into the match, Cena had got to the ropes. Alright, so two moves on the ankle lock gets the win. I understand the ankle lock is a genuinely devastating finishing move. If you've ever been put in an ankle lock and it's put on right, it legitimately hurts. But, it's just, I think more should have been, it's a 3-star match in my opinion. I think if they'd had better selling, and I think if Angle had done more to Cena's leg, this would have been a much better match. It's alright, it's worth, yeah, it could be worth going out your way to see, especially if considering context of 2 years later where it's Angle versus Cena for the championship, and they're in the other roles, you know? Because, of course, Cena, at the end of the day, he's working heel here. Next. Oh, man. Big Show defeated Eddie Guerrero in a piss-poor match to win the United States Championship. Big Show had dissed Eddie's family, so Eddie got mad and sprayed Big Show with shit. No, seriously, that's what he did. Also, was this the time with the laxative-filled burritos that he gave to... a family member gave to Big Show? Big Show ate them, needed to go shit, went to the toilet, Eddie had stolen all the toilet paper. Was that this time? I haven't got that written down, but I seem to remember that that's what happened around the time. In revenge for that, for spraying him in feces, Big Show started destroying one of Eddie's lowriders and then powerbombed him onto the bonnet, which is fun. And that's the hood for my American friends, Jesus Christ. And then hit a chokeslam on the roof of the car, which is nice. Yeah, that's one way of doing it. Eddie was getting wildly popular at this point in time. I mean, seriously popular. Really massive, especially with the Latino community. The United States Championship was starting to gain prestige because he was defending it and winning in so many different comedy ways. He would retain the championship and, of course, retain the tag team championship for Chavo in comedy ways that were designed to make him look like a worse heel, but just made the people laugh, just made them smile. So he was getting big at this time. Now, I've had this argument, me and Sarcastic Venom had this talk a couple of years back, about how, in my opinion, that they should have put the WWE Championship on him at this moment, on this show, in my opinion, or the Survivor Series at the most, because he was so popular. I'm utterly baffled, therefore, why Big Show wins this match. I just don't get why they felt that not only did Eddie need bringing down a peg, he needed to bring down quite a big one at that. I mean, there's this great spot in this one where Eddie, he pulls a chair out from under the ring, yeah, and launches it into the ring, thus distracting the referee so that he can get a trash can lid out, waffled Big Show with it. That's good. Big Show gets a lot in this one. I mean, it really is. The storytelling's alright. Eddie basically needs to be clever to win. So he uses some brass knucks. It's a great big shot while the referee's bumped, you know. It gets the United States, yeah, that gets 2. Gets the United States title, waffles Big Show with it, then hits the frog splash, that gets 2 as well. Spinebuster and a chokeslam get 2 for Big Show. Eddie counters a second low load of DDT, but another chokeslam gets no reaction at all for Big Show, and it gets him the win. He will hold the United States Championships between now, yeah, and WrestleMania 20 in, what, March or April, whenever that is. I can honestly, please correct me if I'm wrong here, but I can honestly remember him defending that championship one time, and I think it was just either before or just after Christmas. He defended the United States Championship against Billy Gunn. Yay. Happy days. After the bell, Chavo comes out, he's vexed, he shouts at Eddie. I'm sure nothing's going to happen with that, though. Brock Lesnar defeating The Undertaker in an OK biker chain match to retain the WWE Championship is our main event. So Lesnar won the title in the Iron Man match, as you know, on Smackdown. He had turned heel in a steel cage match before SummerSlam, aligning himself with Vince. The match is a biker chain match, which is essentially a chain on a pole match, you know? Why they can't advertise it as that, I don't have no idea. Also, I have no idea, no worldly clue what the difference between a standard chain, what this is, and a biker chain is. Surely, you know, when I hear of a biker chain, I think of the chain on a motorbike. That's the only thing I can think of. Because why it's not just a standard... Oh, I just think it's baffling, they really do. So, literally, nothing happens in the first 10 minutes other than a nice perfect plex by Brock Lesnar. And then the lights go out, and nothing happens. And you're thinking to yourself, so... To the point where the wrestlers and the referee both sell it like nothing happened at all. So you start thinking, I'm sure that wasn't meant to happen. Of course, when you know what happens at the finish, like, oh, I get it, I know what was happening. Pile driver on the ring steps draws a mild holy shit chant. Various shots on the steps and both men and various figures are counted. It's an okay match, right? But at the same time, pretty damn boring. The crowd seem to not know what to do. They pop for the big stuff. They do a really good finishing sequence, you know, reversals all over the place. They pop massively for every single move, yeah? But the moment the move's finished, they just go deathly quiet. The resulting covers, not interested at all. Really, really strange. And then there's little things in this one that I just don't get. I just don't understand. Taker chokeslams Brock Lesnar off the top rope while they're both going for the chain, yeah? So, of course, to do the chokeslam, he's got to come down with him, yeah? And instead of covering him, chokeslam off the top's probably going to get you the win, isn't it? He thinks, nah, fuck it, I actually want to go and get that fucking chain. Like, just pin him! Just pin him! Again, right? He does a last ride on Brock. No cover at all. Why? Why is that? Why does he do that? Anyway, the FBI come out, they get owned, obviously. And then, yeah, he does, yeah, that's right, right. I'm sorry, I got ahead of myself there. FBI come out, Taker batters them, obviously, right? Hits the last ride onto Brock, doesn't cover him, doesn't go for the chain, thinks, Joe, those FBI pricks interfering in my match, watch this. Does a suicide tope onto them. Like, it's a spectacular thing and it looks amazing, it pops the crowd hard and everything. But it's so stupid in context of the match. Just win the match, please. Fuck me. 25 minutes into a 28-minute long match. Way too long. Undertaker gets the biker chain. As he gets it, Vince McMahon pops out from under the ring, drops him onto the ropes. Brock gets the chain. One punch, 1, 2, 3. And you're like, oh, okay. So basically, the lights going out was so that Vince McMahon could sprint to the ring, get underneath the ring. And let's put it this way, let's really lay it on the brass tacks here. This match exists for one purpose and one purpose only, and that is to set up some sort of gimmick match, which we know is going to be a Buried Alive match, at Survivor Series between fucking Undertaker and Vince McMahon. Yay, I can't wait to see that. You know? Yeah, I mean, match is okay. It's always 2 stars if you're feeling generous, if you like I am. But it's not great. It's not. I seem to remember it being so good, and it just wasn't. But boasting 3 3-star matches, a 2.5-star match, and a 2-star match, we should rate this one quite highly. Shame about the tag team match. Shame about Matt versus Zack. I remember this being one hell of a show back in the day. I remember this one being really, really good. And to be honest, guys, it was good. It wasn't as good as Vengeance, in my opinion. It was hard to rate. Basically, do me this. Please go and watch Vince versus Steph before you comment. Please do that for me. I'd really appreciate that. But the rest of it, I mean, it's It's above average, but it's not fantastic. So it's either a 6 or a 7. So we're going to go 6.5 out of 10. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been Mark P. What did you think of No Mercy 2003? Of course, the next one in our series will be 10 years ago series. Will be Survivor Series 2003. That's a show that I remember being good because of the 5-on-5, the Bischoff versus Austin match. I remember being very, very good. I hope you've enjoyed this as much as I've enjoyed making it for you. I've been Mark Peel. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe, hit the like button, leave us a comment below. I don't reply to them all, but I read every single one of them. I've been Mark P. Thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you all very soon. Take it easy, guys.